Well, oh dear God, this game is bad. Alright, but let's do a review for it. I've spent 6 hours in the game. It feels like I've spent 60. Believe it or not. So, story. Four factions in the game, all in a war with each other. You're supposed to liberate every area. There's undead, there's demons, there's elves, there's paladin-like, whatever the fuck they are. Okay, it doesn't matter. And you don't know why you're doing it. Writing is awful. Okay, it's just bad. Conversations are cringe or even worse. But the worst part of everything is you don't know why are you doing it. Why are you fighting? What are you conquering? What is your goal? What on bloody earth is happening? The game begins, you get like 2 fights, kill some priest. He teleports you straight into this, okay? And they give you a city in heaven where you recruit. Pay attention. A city in heaven where you recruit vampires, elves, undead, classic paladin-like soldiers, zombies, demons. Again, no story behind it. In a journal, there's nothing, it's just also straight bed. There is no description, there is no logbook, there are no scrolls, books, anything that can tell you what's happening in a game. Alright, they just use terms, the realm of Greyleaf, the realm of this, the realm of that, alright, like you're supposed to know. But it's so bloody bad, man. I don't know what's worse. Quest designs, main story, side quests. Everything is like fetch, go into turn-based mod, fight. They have like choices and consequences, but when everything is so bad, you don't just care about choices and consequences. 2 out of 10. They're just straight fucking bad, okay? Even 2 out of 10 is a lot, but it's a game on a budget. Let it be 2 out of 10. Next section is bugs and optimization. I only see bug with the inventory with the character when you want to equip something, but it just happened yesterday. It didn't happen today. The game works well. It's optimized well. Graphics are, I call it solid, alright? Nothing special. I think it's Unreal Engine. To be honest, for Unreal Engine, it's ugly. These are bad graphics, they're all on ultra settings. Yeah, they're all on ultra settings, and for Unreal Engine, this is actually bad. Alright. It's a 3D, but you're stuck in 2D. You can't rotate the camera. There is no option to rotate. Not where you on a horse, not during combat, turn-based combat, not during dungeons. But it doesn't matter, to be honest. No bugs, no glitches, extremely fast loading times. I'll be honest, okay? It's 10 out of 10. It's a clean game. If nothing else, it's a clean game. From what I've seen. It might get worse later on because I only spent 6 hours in it. I usually do reviews when I finish the game completely. But this game, it's so fucking awful that I just can't. Alright, so I'll tell what I think after 6 hours. Game time. As I said, I spent only 6 hours. There is no difficulty option, so everyone's gonna have the same game time. My guess, this is around 40 to 50 hours long game because it drags a lot of hours into very slow turn-based combat. I put it on a 200% speed and it's still freaking slow. It takes forever to finish one simple fight. Even when it's very easy, it takes forever. God forbid with replay value. I can't even play more than 6 hours. Imagine replay value. It doesn't stink, it doesn't smell well. We go with 5 out of 10. Game difficult. It was rough at the beginning in the first hour, then it got easier and easier and easier. It's how much you can scale your units and your hero. If you can find those fights that you don't have to fight, that you can just conquer, press a button and you win, then you level up faster. And then you can conquer the entire map with very, very low amount of fights. There is no difficulty to pick from. Combat is just brain dead, alright? It's very simplistic. Every unit has 1, 2, or 3 spells to cast 3 taps, alright? Including heroes, main characters. It's just fucking bad. It's bad as it gets. This is a brain dead difficulty, 3 out of 10. Maps and graphics. For Unreal Engine, I already said it, it's an ugly game. Maps, on the other side. Yes, it's nice, it's done well. UI is also solid, but it's very simplistic. It feels like it's a game for mobiles. Alright. It feels like it's a game for mobiles. Six out of 10. You got 4 different areas. A lava-like area for demons. That undying area with undead. That forest-like area with those paladins, and probably something shiny with elves. I haven't seen it yet, but that would be it. And dungeons, okay, there's dungeons in every level. And they all look the same. Same colors, same asset, same bloody everything. You just don't have a horse, you walk on foot. Gameplay. Disciples Liberation gameplay. The most similar. Do you know what is this game? This game is King's Bounty for mobiles. King's Bounty 1, not King's Bounty 2, King's Bounty 1, but for mobiles. Exactly the same mechanic like in King's Bounty. Free movement, no turn-based like in Heroes of Might and Magic. You move wherever the hell you want. Time stands still, it doesn't pass. And then when you click on someone, there's a convo. After a convo, you go into a straight fight. And repeat, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat. If you're stronger than an enemy, you have an option to conquer. Again, you can rotate camera. What else does it consist of? Holy fuck, I forgot. It's a turn-based... I don't even know if I can call it RPG. It's more a strategy than an RPG. Without a quick load. So when you want a quick load, you need to quit the game. Alright, you can quick save, but you can't quick load. You need to quit the game and Then you need to load the game to get back in. That ain't fucking normal. It's 2021. You should have a button to quick load. Why did you give a button to quick save if there is no quick load? As far as turn-based goes, it's very simplistic. Everything revolves around flanking. Whether you're gonna wait, whether you're gonna pass a turn, whack someone, heal up, use some AoE spells if you have them, different units, blah blah blah. Very simplistic. Every unit has 2 attacks and a passive skill. In the world, you're gonna loot and collect those lumber mills, iron mines, and so on. Then you're gonna go back to your Angel City. And here they are: gold, iron, wood, arcane flux, essences, blah blah blah, that you're gonna use. You go and get the resources, then you're gonna use them to acquire new units and to upgrade your equipment later on with that. As far as gameplay goes, it's extremely repetitive, boring, and disgusting. One of the worst turn-based strategies that I played in my life. Good for a mobile. This is King's Bounty, but for mobile, for tablets. If I rate it for a mobile, then it's 6 out of 10. If I rate it for a PC, then it's 3 out of 10. Leveling and itemization. As I said, you level up, you get XP. Every level is 1000 XP. It's always 1000 XP. 3, 4, 5 fights or some bigger quest, you level up. You have a skill tree, combat, Nephilim, and magic. Classic thing: passive skills, backstabbing, resists, mark enemies, and so on. In Nephilim, it's for the team resist, team damage, and so on. All units in your team. And for magic, it's your stupid skill book, spell book. Then you get your spells, and then you can cast the spells around. As you upgrade your skill book, you can learn more powerful and powerful spells as a Nephilim. Again, this is also simplistic, but I guess it's fine. I don't have anything against it. It's done well. Too bad the gameplay actually sucks. Itemization also, it feels like it's a game for mobile, right? You find items, you equip items, you upgrade tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. A trinket in terms of shard instead of rings and amulets. A weapon and all of this. You can also put those trinkets to your units. No, that's not a unit. You can also put trinkets to your units. Aviana is probably one of the worst main protagonists I've seen in my life, and this is a female protagonist again. She's just straight fucking brain dead and disgusting. I absolutely hate the main character, and her companions are even worse. We're gonna go to that later on. So, leveling and itemization. You upgrade your city, you upgrade your units, you upgrade your equipment, and you upgrade your main character with skill points. Everything is very simplistic, both in terms of itemization and in leveling. It doesn't feel rewarding when you level up. It doesn't feel rewarding when you switch items. 6 out of 10. NPCs and enemies. No matter if you fight undead, living, elves, monsters, they're all somehow the same. Everyone has a melee attack, a buff, or an AoE spell. Boss fights are hilarious. I've seen that dragon, for example. He just higher level than you when you encounter. If you play long enough, you're gonna stump him. Because there is no difficulty at all. They're just a matter of numbers, levels. NPCs, holy shit, they're bad. Every NPC in the game was written by a child. A very brain dead child. Alright. Demented child. Could write better. These NPCs, they're just a fucking insult to listen to. Including the main character. And companions. And everything that has to do with every freaking NPC in this game, this is just terrible. Terrible. Both enemies and NPCs, this is 1 out of 10. This is the thing that's actually the worst in the entire game, if we exclude the story. But they're connected, okay? Very, very connected. Music and sound. Forgettable music, if there is music. I haven't heard good music at all. It's just like a random noise, literally. There is voice acting, but it's terrible. It's like 50% voice acted, 50% is not. But voice acting is just straight terrible. It's annoying. It's not terrible, it's annoying. They test your nerves with voice acting. Sound effects are fine. 4 out of 10. Conclusion. We got, what, 9 sections. With exactly 40 points. 4.4 out of 10. That will be the score for the game. 4.4 out of 10. I would even go further and say it's even worse. I gave it 4 out of 4 out of 10 because I only played for 6 hours. If I played longer, that number would go lower and lower and lower. Alright. Until it reached like 2 or 3 out of 10. It would just get lower, so it's better to stop picking it. Disciples Liberation is slightly above mediocre game for mobiles and tablets. Slightly above mediocre. And it just straight fucking terrible for PC. Very bad game. Very, very bad game. Off to the new game.